Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'll be talking about the early game between Club Brugge and Aston Villa, which has massive implications for Club Brugge's chance of actually going through. As you can see, the 1-0 on the penalty. Let's talk a little bit about the penalty. It was one of those situations we've seen a few times the last year. I think it has become probably not really a lot, where the keeper has it and you're not sure if it's a pass to take a goal kick or if it's the goalkeeper being taken and the defender puts the ball down. And I was actually, when I saw it, I'm like, it was too unprecise, and like Martinez has just put the ball in place. I know it's a tactic to waste time or be a bit longer to take it, but it's kind of gives the rest the opportunity to call penalties. Like if they see it as the pass, it's not you're giving the ball to the teammate, but you're passing it, but then because the pass didn't go well or for whatever reason, you think to retake it, and that is a massive mistake by Martinez and the player it was altered in. The defender picked up the ball. We go to just want to find by means because Martinez passes it or gives him the ball, and then he picks it up, and that results in a massive penalty, which resulted in the only goal of the game. But it wasn't like it was Club Brugge was better with the ball, and by then I mean they were better to actually getting something out of their chances. If you look at the distributions of shots, Club Brugge had more shots, but remember this possession, they have less shot off target, which is better. They have more shots blocked and more shots on target. Therefore, it will not be wrong to say that Club Brugge actually, even though they had less ball possession, deserved to win. And this was Villa's first loss in the Champions League. They've had some surprises in this Champions League. I mean, they beat Bayern at some point. But yeah, this is their first loss to an opponent they they would normally be expected to beat. And as you can see, it wasn't that Brugge was dominating, but they were effective in what they were doing. So Villa did have the ball more and had more passes in the opponent's half, which you can actually see here. They have more passes in the opponent's half than the opponent have their own half, and they have left out, and they have in their own half. But it just doesn't result in anything today. Unai and his team doesn't actually get anything out of having all this position, all this control of the ball. Because Club Brugge actually is really well defensive. You can also see it from the shots that Aston Villa ended up taking. One, which was McGinn in the 24th minute in the first half, has the biggest chance inside the box. The next is Madsen, the left back. Yes, the left back. We just needed to contact it. He has just on the edge of the box, and all of the others is basically outside. And these four, I mean, they are shots, but they are optimistic shots, which also inflict unexpected goals. And that is why we'll end up losing this. They can actually, Club Brugge is actually really good at defending their box. Where if you look at the opposite side, Club Brugge has four chances, I would say, is really 5 if you count this one. They have 5 inside the box, 6 inside the box, and not just on the edge like one of Villa's chances. So just compared to chances in the box, that's not the penalty. They have 6 where one or two of them is the edge box, and Villa has 2 where one of them is at the edge box and one of them is in the middle. So that is where, like as you can see, Club Brugge was way more efficient and Villa was way easier to break down defensively than Club Brugge was. And that's why that even though Club Brugge ended up scoring on a penalty, and we don't know if that had happened or what the game would have ended, but from that point onwards, Club Brugge was basically just defending, which you can also see if you go over here, and you can see basically after the penalty, there are large times where we have Villa momentum, then we have Villa momentum, then we have a short period of Brugge momentum, then we have Villa momentum, then a short period of Brugge momentum, and then Villa momentum. So as you can see, they have like 5 or 6 minutes after the penalty where they have momentum. And I know that's similar to in the first half, but they have longer spells in the first half. Just this one is, what's that? Generously 7 minutes, and this one is generously 6 minutes, between 5 or 6 minutes, where they have 4, they have 3, and then they have 2. So they have more in these 2 patches that are also bigger momentums than this, and often the closer you get to goal, the higher the momentum is. So as you can see, they really control the game because Club Brugge is a team that expect themselves to be able to hold their defense and not concede many chances when they get a chance. And this is probably, when you look at how they play in the, as you can see, they concede 1 goal most games in the Belgian league, but they often expect them to score, but they don't, like I know having conceded 1 goal a game is a lot, but in the Belgian league where every team concedes goals, it's actually normal, like not in the top leagues, but in the smaller leagues like the Belgian league or the Danish league or the Swedish league or not the Eredivisie, I would say the Eredivisie and the Liga Portugal's top leagues, but in these smaller leagues where you only have 1 or 2 teams, but I will still put the Belgian over the Danish league or the Swedish league or the Polish league or the Swiss league, but as you will have noticed that because there's 4 fewer teams in the top division than in the big leagues, they will often have a much closer goal difference. If you, as an example, we go back to Aston Villa and look at the Premier League to comparison. There you have more teams that has played 10 games consecutively, 7. Like as you can see, yes, they have played also less games now, but the teams concede fewer goals you have. And this is a season where you actually have Premier League teams that concede a lot of goals, and Villa is one of them. So they are not a good defense team, but this year, normally, when we win the Premier League, there are a lot of teams that don't concede. Liverpool score is more normal from the Premier League than what I'm normally expecting the Premier League to look like. But if you look at, so yeah, Club Brugge beats Aston Villa 1-0 on a penalty, and it's one of these dumb penalties that sometimes happen when a misunderstanding or not a complete clearance, or maybe the players was, but the pass that Martinez makes to give comes the ball looks more like a pass than him giving him the ball. So that's what resulted in the penalty. That was the 1 goal. There was not really anything else to discuss about that. So yeah. Okay, to my left you will find an audio and comment whatever. To my down below right you can subscribe to our channel. See ya.